Hey, what's your podcast?
Talking about
Black everything.
anyways, you can shut your mouth.
This dude weird.
That's
y'all.
not disrespectful.
It is. You tell your son that, your woman that.
You ain't never said shut up just today to me.
Yeah, when you talk crazy in the mouth.
Okay, well, whatever. That's what you was just about to do. That's why I said shut your mouth. Anyways, all right, everybody, we back. It's Black Everything.
Black everything.
That means Black excellence, Black empowerment, and Black people. And in the effort to keep it black, y'all, we want to talk about a couple stories here today. The most recent one is in regards to the DEI, which is the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion laws. And some people is viewing this as an attack on Black people. Around a week ago, Walmart announced a rollback for their DEI program. And it looks like, just to give you a definition of what this is, the DEI policies is that you can't judge people based on their identity, race, or any disabilities they have. So that means a homeless man, he'll get treated just like a millionaire, essentially. So good old Wally World, or better known as Walmart, and a number of other companies like Harley Davidson, and I believe, who else didn't jump into that? You got Ford, Lowe's. It looks like an attack on Black people.
Oh, okay. And it does. On face value, it does look like an attack on Black people.
Well, what do you think about this whole thing?
On the diversity,
before I give my opinion,
on the diversity and inclusion that they started around when George Floyd passed. It was just a Band-Aid on all the injustices y'all have been doing for centuries. This diversity thing goes way back, way back, where you wasn't inclusive, and that's still the same. So I hear you, Wally World. You did it basically just for to say, hey, we're being proactive in it, but it was never any of that anyway. You wasn't breaking no barriers for real. You're still the same people. Still don't want to pay nobody. Way less than what they're getting paid for.
They refuse to do unions. You still talking about Walmart, right?
Yeah. Not just them. Anybody that put that Band-Aid on it to make themselves look like they were being more inclusive for us. It was just a Band-Aid.
I hope y'all understand our metaphors and our analogies, and I hope we ain't missing y'all with it, because at the end of the day, what we're telling y'all is this is no big surprise. We already knew that these companies was pieces of SOBs. Mm-hmm. So it's no big deal. So my overall opinion about this so-called change, because I could make an argument, this is not change.
There wouldn't be an argument.
You know what I mean?
An agreement.
Right. Like, this is not even a significant change that's gonna make a difference in nothing, y'all. Because guess what? They're gonna still hire your black ass. They're gonna still hire my black ass. They're gonna still hire his black ass. The only difference now is when they got these, when they trying to get a certain amount of diversity in the company, they gonna limit how many Blacks and how many Latinos forever.
Yeah, and it's gonna depend on what that labor force is. That them back breakers are gonna be us. We're gonna be the lowest paid and work the hardest.
Well, you got the Mexicans too.
Yeah, but you know, they sometimes they seem a little smarter than us. They don't matter.
You know what? The one thing I will say about my Latino brothers, and I shouts out to all my Latino brothers, we love y'all. They stick together.
Yeah.
And Black unity is
they make
all,
that income work.
This whole thing, y'all, was for Black unity. Me and my boy here, we realized that if Black people gonna get anything done, y'all, we gotta unite. What you doing? Never mind. We gotta unite, and
we gotta start doing it ourselves.
Well, that to me is a branch off their tree. Uniting is the chunk, is the trunk,
the biggest.
Yeah. So once we do that, that's when I feel like as a race, black people, we will succeed in everything that we want to do. But
man, it's still hard. I spoke with a brother the other day in regards to that about the unity and what we need to do. He argued me. We argued for over an hour just on that. How we need to be better.
Y'all argued on how to unite.
No, not on how to. Well, he didn't feel it was relevant for us to do what we're doing. He said for what? Basically, he's saying that's a moot point.
You talking about black people?
For him, this was his point. His point was that.
Hold on, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that
right? You're referring to us. The analogy of us is everybody, because everybody came from the same spot and ventured out to all of these other parts of the world, and where you got the northern motherfuckers, and what I call them, man.
Are you saying all humans?
That's what my focus is different than him.
Black everything.
Focus is a lot different.
So we just and he a black man, huh?
Oh yeah, intelligent brother, very intelligent.
Some people, you just gotta let them feel the way they feel, man. I wouldn't argue with them for an hour, but you love arguing, so that's why you do it. But at any rate, so just to wrap that up, y'all, it was a Supreme Court ruling in 2023, which allowed at the end of the affirmative action in college admissions. Mm-hmm. That caused a whole lot of conservative groups to launch legal challenges targeting the similar practices throughout the world. So they coming for us, y'all, but we don't need to be alarmed because they've been coming for us. And this is just a different tactic they're gonna use to do it. Once we get it together, y'all, this is be a non-factor. But want to say on that?
We're talking about the DIE, the Diversity Inclusion Act. Back in the 60s, 70s, when they were busting our heads, that's when they came up with the affirmative action and those type of programs to try to level the field, because they basically had refused to level the field. Those were programs that help us to rise above. But the biggest rise for us is us. We got to rise ourselves. Affirmative action, of course, they want to get rid of that. You been hearing, the light-skinned people for years complaining that why should we, you all were in slavery, but y'all ain't slaves now. They never wanted to recognize the effects of all of the stuff that they still do today.
We still got chains on, pimp.
Yeah. You remember
don't ever get that twisty, y'all. Don't think we all of a sudden stop having them chains on us.
It's as simple as this. What we calling them?
They just use different methods and different ways to chain us. But we now can break free, which is what I'm telling all of my black people to do with me. Let's break free. Stop acting like the white man is our nipple and we a baby. We just need to get together, y'all. Love.
And they want you to feel like, you need to get on that nipple. That's why they're taking away all of this, because I need him. I need Mr. Charlie now. We got to go back to that. It's a different type of slavery for you. And we don't mind enslaving ourselves in the process.
What's your podcast
talking about? Black everything.